You know, in previous times when I was supposed to be fasting for stuff like that, it was always like 12 hours. 24 hours is a real long time to be fasting.
Never been more than 12 hours without food.
As you all know, you are here to be our representatives, both culturally and as a research team. Welcome. I am Commander Ida of the Order of Dialga, and we welcome you as representatives from the Pokemon League, is it? You have this uncomfortable feeling that you are not worthy.
I was just gonna bother Nora about rent.
Hey Clarence, isn't it so nice we're not with those two other nutcases? This is great.
Bit worrying that one of our party Pokemon's almost dead, and one of them is a low 10 that can't do damage. All right. What did we do last time?
You all fought the Heracross. It was an interesting fight. At the end, most of you were fleeing. Quinn was not. Quinn fought to the end. And then just as you all thought you were safe, I think only Clarence, maybe, or maybe someone else. Clarence heard the faint sounds of metal on a scabbard and a voice saying from somewhere you couldn't identify, "Cowards."
I hate when this happens.
So I guess we'll start off with Clarence.
Yes.
Do you want to do anything in reaction to this?
Can I just convey this information to everyone?
Yeah, what are you saying?
I just heard something weird.
What?
I heard something rustling, but that's kind of it.
I think we're being watched right now.
No, I'm over here. What?
I can't hear you.
What?
Just get over here.
Oh, okay.
We think we're being watched by something.
Yeah, I think it's in that tree over there.
Wait, which one?
As you say this, all of a sudden, from that exact tree that you were pointing out, leaps a form, doing a twist and landing in 3 points. The individual then flips their long, dark hair out of their face and looks up at you with a sword, like a curved sword to their side, and bows to you, Quinn, and says, "You are a brave warrior.
Hello
Can you
there.
teach me how to do that?
Welcome to our lands." And you see looks to be a gentleman of a similar age to you all, with like long hair that covers one eye very specifically, long dark robes, a curved sword in their hand. Flying past,
I've never met anyone cooler in my
flying
life.
from the tree behind them is a scyther, and you see, as you speak, he flicks his hair to his side, says, "Humph. I'm only here to speak to those who are worthy. But perhaps you all could become worthy."
Sure, that sounds really nice.
Wait, why am I worthy?
You fought to the end like a true warrior.
I fucked him up, didn't I?
Even if your skills are undeveloped, you show great potential.
When I was in history class and we were reading about what warriors did back in the day, I always thought it was a little bit more strategic than just fighting to the end.
I'm taking photos of the man.
But I haven't been in school for, it's been a while now, so I'm not really sure if I really remember it. I guess.
You see, he paused for a moment, clearly thinking. Tactics are for those who cannot win by strength of steel alone.
Yes, I think that's probably true. I don't see how that really, disagrees with anything that anyone said so far.
Well, perhaps I should introduce myself. You may call me, and you see, he does one of those very extravagant bows where he, takes his sword in front of him and, puts one arm underneath it in a very clearly showy, and says, "You may call me Rainier."
It's nice to meet you, Rainier.
Nice to meet you. I'm Clarence.
Quintonia.
I'm
And
Nora.
I'll bow back.
What? Where did Ned go?
Ned's just sort of looking dazed. You see Ned has found a rare form of mushroom and is studying it closely to analyze its edible properties.
All right, well, you keep doing that. So, do you come here often?
No, I am here to extend an invitation. You all are the outsiders who have come to tour our lands. Yes.
Yes.
That's true.
Excellent! And you see he throws his hair back once again and it cascades backwards. You didn't really notice it ever getting in his eyes yet, but, you know, he does it anyway. I have come because we have heard that you all have been considering gracing the Archdruid with your presence. But I would like to extend a more formal, direct invitation to join our guild as your first visit in our lands.
Wait, do you like join it in terms of membership or just visit it?
Of course,
Okay.
if any of you thought yourselves worthy and true heroes, you could of course join, as any are welcome to.
Oh, I don't know if that's any of us.
What's your guild called?
We are the guild, and you see he takes out another sword, so he's wielding two, and he starts to dance with his two swords, and the scyther that was flying behind him begins to do the same thing, and they sort of eventually cross their swords in a pair of double X's in front of each other, just sort of in one of those weird fusion dances. It goes, "We are from the adventuring guild of the scyther."
Okay, wait. One of the weird fusion dances? Isn't there just the one?
I don't know. Why are you asking me this question?
Out of
don't
all the
watch
things
the
to
anime
nitpick,
for
that's
this.
what you go for. Interesting.
Honestly.
Like, I am known for nothing if not picking the smallest nits. It's weird when you phrase it backwards like that. Okay, let's move on.
If you wished, you seem to be having some trouble with some of our local wildlife. If you come to our guild, we can teach you to defend yourselves, such that the cowardly druids of the deep forest will simply tell you to kumbaya your way and befriend all the Pokemon you see, rather than being able to defend yourself against all threats.
Well, that seems nice.
Why not?
It
Why not
sounds
both?
great until you have
Yeah.
a starving Garchomp on your tail.
Well, I just don't think I get into a situation where I had a Garchomp.
I mean,
Lyra here doesn't eat, so it makes it a lot easier.
I see you are. Flicks hair once again. Exactly what I expected.
Oh, thank you.
His eyes narrow a little bit, but he doesn't say anything.
Well, I mean, if you're offering, I suppose we should go see your
I think
guild,
we should
yeah?
talk this over as a team really quick. If you don't mind giving us a second.
Well, okay. All right, give us a
Team
second.
huddle.
Team huddle.
Certainly. And you see, he bows and then he jumps in a leap back to the tree.
All right.
How did he do
What
that?
vibes are we getting here?
I could do
You
that.
guys
That
think
was
of them.
Can you do that?
I can do that.
Do it.
My papa. I'll try.
Go ahead and roll me an acrobatics check, Quinn.
Oh God. Did I do that right?
So,
That's not bad.
Quinn,
Hey.
you accomplish quite a nice jump. You get straight in one jump, over on top of this little wall here. It's actually quite impressive. Not what you were going for, but it was pretty good. You landed in a nice pose and everything. You know, if they put up those signs, you'd probably get a pretty good score.
You know, I stand corrected. That was very good.
Very nice.
So they're not the druids, yeah?
Yeah,
I was kind of confused in the middle of it because it sounded like he was he was extending, a formal invitation to meet the Archdruid, and then he started saying mean things about the druids. So that was a bit confusing. But I think he's a different group.
right.
I mean, do we want to
Yeah,
entertain him?
Given our mission here to study and see everything that there is to see, I think we should just go along with it. It seems like I think we'll be safe. and I can get a lot of pictures out of it. So I think it's a good idea.
I mean, I think it makes sense to me. I mean, if somebody offers hospitality, you kind of have to say yes, right?
Plus, if anything else attacks us, I think he can help defend us. So it should be pretty safe.
Those caterpies were kind of scary, not gonna lie.
Exactly.
There were just so many of them.
There were a lot of caterpies. If they were evolved, it would have been really easy to deal with, but no.
It's off. I feel like that's often the case.
My boy Noodle will eventually arise.
I bet if we say, all right, buddy, we'll come with ya, but first of all, we ought to go tell this village that we beat up this bug for y'all. So if you come with us there, then we'll go to your thing.
All right, let's do that.
All right.
Yeah. Did you catch all that? I don't think he caught all that. I figured he was listening in.
I would never be so crass. And you see, once again, does a dramatic leap out of the thing, and you see his landing this time is not nearly quite so perfectly poised.
All right, but wait a...
Still good.
Hold on. If you weren't listening in, then how did you hear me say that I thought you were listening in?
Well, you shouted this time a little bit louder.
It was just as loud as the first time I shouted.
I don't think that's true.
I think it's true.
So, what?
Well,
Alright.
okay, so
Clarence, tell him the plan.
Yeah. We tell him what Nora just said 5 seconds ago.
I, Rainier de Monte, will escort you to this village to complete your quest. It is a noble undertaking you all are doing. And then I will escort you to the Forest of Trials, and we can make our way to the guild.
This is fun.
Awesome.
It's like a nice walk.
A nice walk. I suppose you could call it that.
I would, yeah. All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's get going.
Just leave Ned behind.
Enjoy your mushrooms, Ned.
You all, at about this point, receive your Pokedexes start buzzing as you begin to walk further north.
Oh.
If you remember, you don't have like conventional service, but you've got like satellite connections, so used sparingly, but you have satellite.
I try to answer it. Is it like a...
There's a notification
Okay.
saying, please press this button to confirm location for supply drop.
Oh, I'll hit the button.
All of your Pokedexes begin glowing red on the front, and it says, please stand clear.
Oh, that's alarming.
Supply drop incoming.
That's
Please
very
stand
worrying.
clear. Supply drop incoming.
All right, Rainier, we have to back up a little bit.
I'm gonna do a some sort of athletic like dodge roll.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna step backwards like a normal
Just roll
person.
to see how generally well you do.
Shit.
So Quinn, you begin to do a roll, and this does
Oh wait,
slow.
that's athletics.
Yeah, this is sort of an athletic roll you're trying to do. I assume they're the same for you.
No.
Oh no. You're doing an athletic roll. You're trying to go fast. Unfortunately, this does... It slows you down, because you're not just running like everyone else. Everyone else gets out of the way.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden you all hear like this sound, and you look up and you see this just giant capsule with a parachute on it that is clearly not doing enough to slow its fall on the top of it, just careening down towards the middle. And Quinn, it crashes to the ground feet away from where you are currently rolling. You've narrowly avoided it.
Well, that does not seem safe.
And at this point, there's a psh as pressure releases, and a large panel falls out of the front. And inside, you can see a very shaken and discombobulated person there. Maple, do you want to introduce yourself? You have just been launched from a plane inside this capsule.
I look hysterical, like I just saw my life flash before my eyes.
You were not warned of the speed of this. You told it would be a gentle, safe descent.
I just like fall to the ground in front of you. I'm sure I look almost dead. Just like, is the person even alive anymore? Because I'm just so shocked. from this.
I think she's dead.
I don't think that I. Hi there.
I'm just gonna poke at her.
Are you our supplies?
Maple, you were quote unquote packaged along with supplies for these other people. They're labeled for all the other individuals.
Supplies.
Are you okay? Do we need to get you some help?
Supplies. I just have my Eevee with me.
I think she's hurt.
And I have my
anybody
Eevee
know-
with me, and it just grabs some of the supplies and throws it out if it's not big enough, or if they're not too big.
No, it's a bit of a struggle for your Eevee, but
Okay, tries.
but it'll get it out eventually.
Does anyone know how you're supposed to treat shock?
I can keep poking at her. I'll keep poking.
I think you're supposed to lay them on their back, and then put their feet above their head.
Please stop poking.
Yeah, let's
me.
try that.
All right. We do that.
Coincidentally, Maple, you're the only one that knows the treatment for shock, and I don't think that's it.
I have one d6 in this.
Can I just perform like medical treatment on myself?
Yeah, you're fine. It was a pretty padded thing. It was just a fairly traumatic experience.
Well, your legs are being lifted up now, so
Just gonna get dragged along the ground.
what's
Where
your
am I?
reaction to this thing that just fell out of the sky?
Go ahead and roll me a, let me just check the skills really quick. Go ahead and roll me an intuition roll really quick. Rainier doesn't look like he cares even a little bit. Like, oh, this is a very normal thing to me.
So what are the things that normally fall out of the sky here?
Oh,
Don't ask.
when you're as well trained as I am, you always expect the unexpected.
How? Wait. But that doesn't. But how? Oh.
Well, while she unshocks herself here, let's look at let's gather up these supplies really fast and collect what we need.
Yeah, so the supplies are whatever you all purchased with your
Oh yeah.
Pokey.
Where am I?
How do we dispose of this capsule? Did they tell you if this was biodegradable?
I'm about to dispose of a body.
I'm gonna look at Quinn. I'm gonna be like, excuse me, what the fuck did you just say?
Are you dead?
Do I look dead?
No, you really don't.
Kinda.
Do you want to get in the capsule and float down a river? Since you just seem to think you can throw whatever, away and dispose of it?
What?
What are you talking about?
We're not gonna throw you away. It's just the thing you came down in.
I know, but I was talking to this.
We might have to throw her away.
You can't just
I
say
can
that about
still
people.
hear you. Literally, like right here.
You are way less quiet than I think you are.
We might have to throw away that fluffy thing too.
What is wrong with you?
Can my Eevee tackle him?
Oh my
Please.
god.
Again, in avoidance of like actual PvP, no damage is done, but your Eevee does tackle him in anger.
It's like it's like the anime tackling Ash. sort of thing.
Exactly.
Okay, good.
Quinn does one of those ah.
I take a picture of Quinn while he gets tackled.
Well, save that one. That's a good one.
Can you send it to me too?
Can you send that to me?
Yeah, sure.
This thing's kind of cute. I'll start petting it.
How
So
do you
now
not
you're
know
okay.
what an Eevee is? They're everywhere.
Are they?
Yeah, they're an invasive species.
What?
Because people get them as pets and they don't keep good care of them and they just leave them out and now they're everywhere.
Yeah, I've never heard of them.
You all receive another buzz on your satellite Pokedex phone.
Okay, what does it
Oh
say?
God.
Oh no, not again.
Have you received the supplies? Yes. No, as two big buttons.
I'm gonna type no.
I was like, yeah.
As
Do
the
I get a
majority of you
Pokedex
have
and can
entered-
I answer no?
As at least more than half of you entered yes. As 3 of you answered yes, the thing glows the yes on all of yours and says, for disposal of the unit, please press the large red button labeled disposal in the inside of the console.
Oh, okay.
You then have 30 seconds to vacate the pod.
None of this
Uh-oh.
seems safe. I punch the button.
Okay.
Go,
I
go,
start
go!
running.
Wait, what?
That's you too,
Alright.
Rainier.
Go where? Where are
Run,
we going?
come with us. Hurry.
Oh, okay. I'll do a dodge roll behind a tree.
Just run normally. You. Oh
Quinn,
my
at this point,
goodness.
I'm just gonna say for an arrow effect, Quinn, you do a fantastic dodge roll, getting behind the thing just in the nick of what you think is time. And then you all see from the top of the pod a little thing opens up, and you see a single nose pass pops out over it. And you see it just starts to strain mightily and flexes its magnetic muscles and slowly begins pulling the pod up into the sky.
Oh shit, that's cool.
It's very slow. You can see this for like the next 45 minutes if you wait.
I didn't know that's how physics worked.
I fully expected an explosion there.
Yeah, me too.
So-
Nose
Right.
pasts have pretty impressive, like, magnetic properties, but I would have never expected one to carry a full-on pod.
Like a Probo pass?
the air.
Sure.
Yeah,
Maybe.
probably.
Yeah, I mean,
A
like, I expect it
nostril?
from a Probo
Maybe.
pass, but a nose
did it-
pass.
How did it go straight up? They can't fly.
Magnets.
I don't think I understand how magnets work.
Maybe it's connected to a proboscis.
No, I thought I understood how magnets work, but I apparently have no idea. Huh.
Anyway, where are my manners? My name is Clarence. It's nice to meet you.
I'm Nora.
Quintonia.
I don't know where Ned went again, but he's part of this too.
I'm Maple, and this is my partner, Evie, who's Wisteria.
Hello, Evie, who's Wisteria. Nice to meet you as well.
Hello, hello.
Evie knows
Please don't
this.
tackle me.
So,
We should fill.
what are we all doing here?
Yeah, I proceed to explain everything that's happened in the last X amount of time.
Don't stick your hand in the Hydragon's mouth.
And so we nearly
That's all you
died to
need to know.
Caterpie.
That sounds, quite an interesting adventure you guys have had.
Yeah, I caught one of those bloodthirsty things, and I'll proceed to show it off.
You show off your bloodthirsty Caterpie. It looks like a normal Caterpie. With your vast Pokemon
it's so
education
cute.
knowledge, maybe you have Pokemon education, right? Yeah, you're very good at it.
Yeah.
You know, this is not a particularly scary Caterpie.
I'm gonna pet it.
It makes, like, bug noises, like...
Like,
Bug
the
purring.
one in the anime.
Bug noises!
Bug.
It's so cute!
But you've been filled in, Maple. Basically, you know your general goal here, which is just to observe, explore, see what type of Pokemon live here. In particular, you're the researcher. You're specifically supposed to especially just keep track of what Pokemon are in the region, what's up with those. You all have an overarching goal of there's like strange geographic and weather anomalies in this region, and you're supposed to discover what those are. But yeah, you all begin to head north along this route once again. Again, describing it 'cause it's been a while, you can see a long river off to your left as this goes through the rolling hills and sparsely, it's grassy with trees scattered throughout the area, but it's a little bit dry and arid for a grassland. You continue forward through this area. As you keep going north, you can see that the mountains on both sides of you gradually start to recede. And on the left, at least, on the right, the plains continue for a good distance, the rolling hills and plains. On the left, though, you can start to notice a very thick, dense forest starting to crop up on the other side of the river from you all. It's often a good amount of distance, but you do notice that this road that you're taking is slowly leading you closer and closer to that river. As you continue, you eventually find this area is not very highly populated, but you start to notice a few small, farms amongst the hills. You can vaguely see a few people every so often. And before long, you find yourselves approaching what looks to be the town of Little Bend. But it's a small, quaint town, It's small, even for a lot of you, right?
So wait, where...
Sorry?
Where are we at exactly?
You start coming in from the road on the right.
Oh.
You've taken You did pass a crossroads a short while back and took a left, according to Rainier's direction. As you can see, it's at the bend of the river. As you're approaching this town from the way before you got here, you notice that the forest is very thick ahead of you in this area, across the river. And you can see that it gets to be almost preternaturally tall on the other side and thick. Such the way that those of you with at least a 3 in general education can tell that this doesn't... Does anyone have at least 3 in general education?
2.
Then you don't know anything. It's a very thick forest.
I've been told that a lot.
That's a really thick forest.
You can see that farms are becoming more common here. This seems to be generally a farming village. There's a small ranch to your right, large fields to your left. And you're all approaching what looks to be the town. The houses are all clustered along the river. There's a small road and a square, basically. You're coming up on an inn immediately. You can see some larger buildings towards the river itself. And Rainier says, I shall wait at the inn, as is my wont. Do you know who you are looking for in town?
Yes.
Do we?
Yes?
You have not been told anything, just that this town was looking for help.
The mayor.
The mayor.
I'm sure if we ask around, we can figure it out.
Yes, you should find him in... I'm not particularly intimately familiar with the town, but you should find him at the second largest building.
All right. We'll meet you at the end when we're done with that.
I shall wait for you.
See you in a bit.
You see he does one of those extended bows again, flicks his hair back as he goes up, and pulls up a heavy cloak over his head. And you can see him head into the inn.
All right. He's either going in there to get very drunk, or since he put the cloak up, he's going to give somebody the quest that starts their epic adventure.
You can see pretty much immediately through the window, he finds the darkest, shadowed corner he can find, and sits down in it.
So option 2.
What an interesting character.
I should get a cloak.
No, you shouldn't.
Why not?
You can see that there's a few people milling around in town. As you're approaching, they're sort of all looking at you.
Think I'd be ugly in a cloak?
No, I just think it's not your style.
It's also probably dangerous. I feel like you'd tumble yourself into it and injure yourself.
I'm gonna go buy a cloak. I'm gonna start walking
You
into
don't seem
town.
like the kind of person who tries to hide their hair.
What?
Okay.
Let's go find this mayor.
So as you walk into town, there are people milling around. It's the middle of the day. There are people in town. There's some wares and stuff set up there, and there is actually a stall. There's various stalls with various foods. You see that there's a blacksmith that doesn't have weapons or anything, but farming implements is set up. And a small stand. There is a looks to be an older lady selling what looks to be cloaks and various other boots, stuff like that, in the town square.
Perfect. I'll run up to her and ask her about her cloak.
Hello. You're interested in our cloaks. Excellent.
Make me look like a villain.
A villain.
You do that to
Yeah.
yourself all the time.
Yeah.
So
Are we
a
safe
dark
with this
color.
guy?
A dark color, showing
Great question.
the darkness within your soul, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I've got just the thing. And you see she ducks under the ducks under the side of her cart And you see, you can hear her whispering something, and then her hand just reaches up and pulls a like bright blue cloak off the top of the cart.
Oh, I like that one.
Wait, why is it so bright?
Second later, she pops up with it painted just like dark navy blue with like black
I don't like that
tints
as
on
much.
the edges.
Oh, that's so cool.
Would this be quite your style?
Yes, quite.
Excellent. I think we can make a good deal. What do you say to the price of as the GM goes ahead and looks up prices in the rulebook really quick?
What, you don't know them off the top of your head?
Quinn, did you remember that before you started this, did you remember that they told us that we don't have any money?
What?
You do not have any money. That is correct.
Do I not have 100?
No,
I
you
didn't-
had 1,000 pokey.
Yeah.
You don't have any money that could be used here.
Oh.
Unless you think that they're going to take paper money here. Or digital money.
Could bribe him with your
I could
Caterpie.
try.
You could try.
Trade deal. I offer you Caterpie.
I receive Cloak.
What do you say?
Oh. Well, we're not a charity. We do need coin for our wares.
What do you say for the price of a vicious, bloodthirsty Caterpie? And I'll pull him out of his Pokeball. I nearly died to this thing.
Don't admit that.
She looks at you with the most obvious, I'm done with this, just,
Well, I mean, I guess you
I'm
could
done
use
with
the
this
silk.
face in the world.
I'm very sorry.
I'm telling you, the silk from this thing would weave the finest.
I'm very
of
sorry.
clothing.
Oh, let's go.
Taking pictures
Let's
of
get
the
him out of
16.
here. I'm sorry, ma'am.
But not a Caterpie like this one.
I'm sorry. He doesn't understand the value of things.
Hey. Quinn, go ahead and roll me
Persuasion?
This is a guile roll.
Oh, I can buy that cloak.
Ooh, okay.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, the difficulty is gonna be high and you have penalties.
all right.
But you have a very good guile. Yeah, that's not gonna be good enough. It's very difficult. That was... she just says... It's a Caterpie.
I'll be back, and I'll pick up the Caterpie. And...
But yes, if you find yourself... These are the highest quality cloaks you'll find anywhere here before outside the capital, so... Make sure to find yourself back here if you find yourself full of cash.
Sounds good.
We'd love
Yeah.
to.
Maybe we'll
Some
get a
point.
reward from turning in this quest.
Ah, damn, I could have been a villain.
I think that's for the best.
You already are a villain.
You really think that?
You've
No, I really don't
initiated
want
so many
you to
battles.
be an edgy teenager, so...
Exactly.
Like, the cloaks look fine, but on you, you'd probably look like an edgy teenager out here.
We had a kid who was always wearing a cloak at my elementary school, or my high school, and he was a weird fellow. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't think he was as empowered as I could have been. In that beautiful navy, dark blue cloak. The navy?
I don't.
Yes, it was Navy.
That was out of character.
Oh. Yes, it was Navy. I just like wanted the
goodness.
sassy.
I take a picture of the cloak so Quinn doesn't forget it.
Cool. You have a picture of a cloak.
All right, let's
Alright.
go talk to this mayor.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's this one.
Wait, no, yes, is
This
it
looks-
gotta be
the
this one.
building?
Gotta
So
be this one.
yes, you pass by these buildings. On your left, you see there is a large, it looks to be some sort of temple. You see outside there is a person in, like, dressed in very like natural furs, with like leaves embroidered all around it, saying they are offering care and healing to any of those who need it. If your Pokemon need to be refreshed, feel free to stop inside and get absolution and healing. And you all walk past that to the next house, which looks to be a fancy looking, not particularly fancy, but slightly fancier than the rest of the buildings. House.
I think I'm gonna walk up to the healing place.
You are like, healing. That sounds useful.
Yeah.
And turn over to the place.
Yep.
Cool. You see that the lady at the front in the the nature-themed apparel says, "Oh, welcome. Oh, your garb is quite strange."
Yes, it's very fancy, quite Jotonian.
I haven't heard of Jotonian apparel, but all are welcome here at the sanctuary nonetheless. Come, have you been assailed by wild vagrants or Pokemon?
Oh, I nearly got absolutely just destroyed by this giant swarm of Caterpies. I almost lost an arm.
Oh, did you run afoul of the Heracross
Yes.
and his entourage?
How'd you know?
Well, I think it's more the Heracross ran afoul of us.
Oh, have you all dealt with it?
It has been dealt with.
Yep.
Oh, the townsfolk will be quite thankful. Here, why don't you all come in, get yourselves rested. I'll have one of the acolytes come take care of you, and I'll fetch the mayor for your reward.
All right.
Sounds good.
Yes.
If you insist.
Finally, Nugget
We've
can
had
rest.
many people run afoul of those vile Caterpie and Heracross, and it's excellent that you've managed to deal with them. Come in, come in. And if you follow, they will lead you inside to this. Inside the temple is like a tree growing out of a pool of water. You can see there's like slight steam rising up out of the water around it. But inside there are a few individuals in like very simple robes who come towards you and wordlessly bow, and the person who led you in, the priest or whatever, says, These great adventurers have come and have rid our village of the Heracross blight. Please, care to their wounds. Are you all here for absolution as well in healing, or simply healing?
I think we're just here for healing.
What's
But I don't want to speak for the
absolution?
group.
Wait, what is that?
Well, are you here to hear about the glories of the anima of grass? Or are you simply here for healing and have your own beliefs?
Oh, I can't
I'll
do more
listen.
Church.
Just sell us on this grass.
Grass is... Would you like me to do this first or fetch the mayor first?
Go
I
ahead.
think let's okay.
I will always take an opportunity. And you see, she goes over to the tree and begins to, like, sort of pray for it. And you see she slowly, like, suffuses the very soft green glow. She says, grass is often thought of as one of the weaker of the Pokemon elements. But
pretty
to us
bad.
humans who do not focus entirely on fighting, it is the anima of life. It has healing. It allows us to eat without harming other living beings. Lets the grass grow, the trees grow tall. The world tree supports
Plants
our
are also
world
alive.
upon its
Okay.
branches and roots.
They're not dead. Okay.
Just don't argue.
Many trainers use grass Pokemon as their earlier acquisitions, as they seek to work with humans more than many others.
I feel like that's a stereotype.
If you let her go on, she will go on for like quite some time on the virtues of grass-type Pokemon and nature.
I'm like dozing off over here, basically.
I've been to one too many Arceus sermons, and I'm just like, no.
Occasionally,
No.
she seems to go a little off track, calling out the evils of fire, bug, and flying type, as well as occasionally mentioning the horrors of frost and ice.
So I'll like, what will I do? As I like doze off, one of my Pokeballs is gonna like pop open. It's gonna be the Caterpie.
Yep.
I'm sure she didn't mean that, Lyra.
You see the Caterpie goes ahead and it string shots its way as she's talking over to the tree in the center of the pool and slowly starts crawling its way up it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
If no one does anything about it, eventually it finds itself up on a branch next to the leaves.
Ma'am,
There's a bug. I don't.
you might want to look behind you.
Ah! And it snaps, and some of the acolytes look over like, and one of them runs over and grabs a broom and just like starts sweeping the Caterpie away from the leaves.
Oh, no.
Not harming it, but like sweeping it.
Okay.
Off.
Okay.
I'll slowly wake up. What happened?
Quinn, call it back.
What are you talking about?
Call it back. Call your bug back.
Just to be
What?
sure, where's my Litwick?
You were comforting your Litwick right now, so it is not out of your sight.
Okay.
The tree's in the middle of a pool of water, and your Litwick doesn't quite want to float over there.
That's fair.
I'll put it back in its Pokeball.
Okay. But anyway, you've all listened to this sermon, is what it is. But after about an hour, you all have felt the soothing presence of this place. Even if you didn't love the sermon, the ambient magic of this place has restored you and all of your Pokemon to full hit points.
Hooray.
Unless you have any injuries.
Not
Oh.
hooray.
Oh,
Wait, who has?
I'm pretty sure I have an injury.
For each injury you have, you will need to wait an additional hour in this sanctuary to heal. After, not too much longer after her sermon, she goes off to find the mayor. And a few minutes later, a well-dressed, but not, like, richly dressed, older man with a sort of, like, you know, he clearly enjoys his food, comes in and says, "Oh! I've heard you are the heroes that helped us with the Heracross, and we've gotten a missive from the temple that you all are the outsiders that we have heard about. Well, we want to thank you for your great contributions to our town."
Oh.
It was really nothing.
We did quite a bit of work. So I would
It
definitely
really
appreciate
wasn't much.
It was a
was
really
somewhat
big amount of, I'm gonna
life-threatening.
like put my hand over her mouth. We did a lot of work.
Oh, certainly. We had many
Stop it.
townsfolk accosted by those Caterpie and Heracross. None were harmed too badly, but we've lost quite a bit of grain. We certainly would have to thank you profusely. Come if you want. We'll absolutely. You can feel free to stay here as long as you wish.
Oh, we couldn't.
We definitely.
I have no space.
Do any of us?
I mean, I guess that's fair with him around.
Who's him?
You know who
No
him
one in
is.
particular.
him, you.
But is there anything we can do for you to thank you?
Oh, really? It's nothing.
We could use a little bit of currency to get us started. We have no local currency, so it's been kind of rough.
Oh, of course, yes. There was a reward. I'd completely forgotten. I apologize. Here. And you see he reaches into his pockets, and he grabs like a pouch. And so you all are you familiar with the currency here?
No.
No.
Okay. So here, hands you the pouch. Now, don't let anyone rip you off. Inside there, you'll find 2,500 piece of coin. Yes? It's not 2,500 actual coins. We've heard you outsiders don't have any concept of money. So to understand it, you can exchange these pieces of metal for services or goods.
Go on.
There's these small steel coins. Those would be worth 1 coin. But if you find there's the bronze ones which are worth 5, or you can take the silver ones which are worth 50, or the gold ones which are worth 100.
These ones are larger. Are they worth more?
Only sometimes. So see, the gold coins are bigger, so those are worth more. But you notice the steel ones are the biggest, despite being worth the least.
What do I do if I find myself in the situation where I have all these coins, but I want food and I'm very hungry? Is there a solution for that I could use coins on?
Yes, see, if you go to an inn, or really any farmhouse, probably, you offer them coins, and they will likely give you food unless they need it too much to give it away.
Interesting. But then I won't have coins, so what happens if I run out of coins?
Well, then you can go fight another Heracross and get yourself more coins. Well, not a Heracross specifically.
What gives the coins value?
The coins are all backed by the Order of Dialga's promise.
Interesting, so...
And besides, gold and silver, they have inherent value. Everyone knows this.
What if I melted down all of the coins into one big coin?
You could do that. People would be possibly less likely to accept it because you can't... The point of the coins being smaller is so it's in smaller denominations. The value is really in the amount of precious metal in the coins themselves.
But if you had one large coin, you could show it off.
Well, certainly. That's why people get gold-plated armor or statues or homes.
So then why even turn the gold into coins? Why not just have pieces of paper with the same values?
Because paper's not worth anything. Or it's worth
But
very
it could,
little.
well, I mean, on its own, like, these coppers aren't worth very much.
What?
And
Copper
it
is
could just be
incredibly
backed
valuable.
by the same, okay, agree to disagree. It can be backed on the same promise of the Order of Dialga, and then it's kind of the same thing, but lighter.
But why would anyone... It's just paper. Why would you want paper?
Thank you for the money and the currency. We really appreciate it. We're more than happy to help out with your Heracross issues. Thank you so much.
Yes, and...
I think we should not keep our guests waiting.
What if I find a mine of copper and send a supply shock through the money system?
What? Wait, metal doesn't become less valuable just because there's more of it. That's insane. Who would think that?
I understand nothing. We have to go.
Go, hurry, please, hurry.
But before you go, I was hoping to just simply ask, why are you folks in our region? We're not used to outsiders. I'm just
we're coming
personally
camping.
curious.
We signed up for a trip.
Oh.
We're conducting research on the region.
Oh, interesting. So you're here to learn, like
Yes.
the Magisters
Yes.
do sometimes when they survey
Kind
the
of.
various holdings.
Yes, that is why you were getting asked all those questions about the money, clearly.
I understand. Well, if there's anything you want to know, our townsfolk
don't.
would be happy to meet you. Except for Old Man Jenkins, do not talk to him. He will be grumpy. He's at the farmhouse. Just don't bother. Trust me.
I kind of want to talk
But
to him.
anyone
What if
else,
he's only
trust me,
grumpy
they'll-
because people tell him not to visit him, and then he doesn't get any visitors. I'd be grumpy if that was me.
Well, I've lived
a-
with Old Man Jenkins my whole life, and trust me, just doesn't like.
Oh, are you all
company.
married?
What? What?
He does
said he
sound
lived with
kind
them.
of gay.
Well, if you live, I mean,
Like
live
I
in
guess
guess
you could be
context,
platonic.
the dialect you were going
you could
for.
be. Oh, you mean in the same. Oh, okay. I misunderstood that. That's on me.
I think we should get going. I think we've done our thing here.
But yes, I certainly, if you all need to be going, I certainly understand, and we have no desire to keep you in our town longer than you must, but again, our doors are always open to our current saviors, of course.
I really think that we're getting a lot more credit than we really deserve.
You stop
Saviors
that.
is
We're
just
quite
a,
out of the
Can you
way.
it's a very
stop that?
lofty word.
Stop it.
We're quite out of the way here. We don't get much attention from the adventuring guilds or the various orders around here, so we appreciate it. We
Oh,
do.
what can you tell us about the Scyther people?
Oh, the Scyther people,
They had like a name.
Everyone roll me a quick insight check. Intuition? Intuition, not insight. Insight's
Intuition.
D&D.
Inside's DD. Oh boy, I'm intuitive.
Anyone else want to roll insight?
Anyone else
Intuition?
want to roll insight?
Intuition?
Or intuition?
My intuition
Damn
is
it.
kind of shit. I can still.
You can always
I
roll,
guess,
there's no
but-
downside, really. You got the highest roll! And
Yeah.
Wow.
you're the only one that
Just that
succeeded.
easy.
Do we all have
With the
2d6?
2d6.
That's funny.
We all have 2d6.
I also have 2d6.
Your missing player is,
The good
Ned
one.
has intuition. But, Maple, you do notice, he glances around for a moment, specifically at the lady in the robes, who is not currently very nearby you, and says, the Guild of Scythers, they're a rowdy group, but they're good people. They're adventurers, they go around,
Okay.
they help people. Don't get along too great with the druids, and you're in the druids' temple right now, so, be a little...
There seemed to be some animosity there. And I was wondering about that. But I didn't really want to press on it. Because that just seemed kind of rude. Plus, if you're talking to somebody who has this animosity, you're not going to get a very even answer from them.
Maybe you could tell us?
Well, we don't know much. They're just the two orders, churches. The Scyther Guild's less of a church, but they have their own beliefs, and they're the two in the region. So they vie for followers and influence in the area, of course, and they have very different approaches to wild Pokemon, right? And harmony with nature and all that.
I mean, I saw you glance over there like you were trying to avoid something.
Well, again, this is the
something else?
this is the druid temple to the Archdruid.
Is there one for every type?
Of course.
Okay, we just happened to land in the grass one. I didn't know if the druids were all about grass as a whole.
Oh no, the druids are all about grass. They're natives of the forest.
Oh, wait, then... Wait, what?
They didn't seem
They
to like.
care to the world tree that supports the entire world.
You said there's one for every type.
They're not all druids, though. There's an order for each type.
Oh, okay.
It's just the order of Dialga that follows
Interesting.
the newest types, Steel.
Wait, then what's the Scythers?
The Scyther follow Bug type.
Oh, that explains why they don't get along very well.
Yes, precisely.
Bad move, letting your bug out then, there, Quinn.
Quinn.
I mean, they don't hate all Bug type Pokemon.
Well, sure, I
Right,
guess if
they're
they're
not.
also grass type, then they're probably okay with it, and that's a good number of them, right?
Well, no, they just... And, they're not gonna hate a trainer that has a Bug type Pokemon.
Well, the bug was about to eat
Except for maybe some of the more extreme fanatical ones.
the bug was about to eat the tree.
Yeah, Noodle just wanted some
Oh, yeah,
exercise.
that's not a good look. Not the sacred trees.
So if you give
They
them,
understand that bugs have to eat trees. That's fine. But the sacred trees, no.
if you give them a
Bad.
Swadloon, do they feel like nothing?
I'm not entirely sure what a Swadloon is.
Oh, it's
It's a bug and grass type Pokemon.
That would make sense. I imagine both sides would enjoy those Pokemon.
okay, that's nice.
And again, it's not like all the Druids only have grass-type Pokemon. It's just they follow the Archdruid, who is particularly connected to grass. They seem to exemplify the virtues of grass, I think is how they
Is
say
there
it.
like a
Same with
list
the
of all
bug.
of the different orders?
Certainly there must be somewhere, but those are the only ones I'm familiar with. Nearby, at least. I don't, we don't travel that often too far. Speaking of which, I do believe the Druid of the Temple wanted to speak to you all before you all left.
I thought she spoke to us a whole lot.
Yes, but you all in particular, that was her job.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, we'll
Okay.
talk to her, and then we'll probably head out.
Well, then thank you all for helping us out, sincerely. They were taking a lot of the food we may have needed for the winter.
No problem.
Yeah, no. Again, it was really nothing. If you ever have,
If it was nothing, then I probably shouldn't give you a reward, right?
that's kind of what I was saying.
On the contrary, Quinn almost died, so I think the reward is justified there.
My arm nearly fell off.
Yeah.
Your arm nearly fell off. Okay.
You
To a
almost
cat.
died to
Yeah.
a caterpie.
That thing was
No.
vicious. Look at this thing's eyes, and I'll pull mine out.
Ah.
You see the acolytes once again grab their brooms in a defensive posture.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go talk to the cleric. Thank you very much for your time.
Druid, not a cleric. Important distinction.
I thought she was a cleric of the druids.
No. That doesn't make any sense.
We have to go.
Did you like that tree, little buddy? I'll pet him. As I walk
Don't
forward.
act all buddy, but you tried to sell him literally 10 minutes ago.
He would have lived a happy life.
Oh my god.
You don't know that.
You don't know that. They don't like bugs here.
I don't know. I mean, it could have been
They could have used him as a sacrifice.
yeah, for their silk scarfing stuff. Like he
No,
could
not like
he
that.
could shoot so much string. My little noodle.
All right, well, let's go talk to the clerk.
The druid comes over to you and says, "So I see you all have talking to the mayor, spoken to the mayor.
Yeah, we had a really good conversation about currencies.
Interesting. Anyway, I wish to speak to you. We had sent a message ahead. I just wanted to ensure you all got it. The Archdruid has formally offered you all, as the visitors to this region, the chance to visit the
Yes.
Archdruid's Grove. And I was just
We
asking
plan
if you all
to do that.
were going to take us up on the offer.
Yes, but not yet. Because we have errands to run. But after that, we should be free.
You see her face goes a little, not cold, but less friendly. He goes, "I see. Well, of course then."
We didn't really know the time frame. That was, we just, because it wasn't really a formal thing. So we have to deal with the things that we had planned first, but then we'll be right over.
Well, it is a great honor to be invited by the Archdruid.
Yes, but also, we have a calendar that we've kept. And so, we are happy to receive this honor and feel honored, but, you gotta do things in the order that they come in. We've all waited in line before.
Well, how long would this
Think about
actually
the
take? I
concept
mean,
of alliance.
Wait, waiting in lines? What?
Okay, all of us except for Quinn have waited in lines before.
I usually just flash a little bit of this paper here, and they just
All
let
right,
me
all
through.
of us except for Quinn are allowed to talk.
how long would this take if we did this?
Oh, to get through to the grove, it's only from here, only a couple days' journey.
Right, so we have to do our errands first, and then we'll be right back. You won't even notice we're gone, honestly.
Certainly. When should I send word ahead that you all be coming? When should I say that we should be expecting you?
Oh boy.
You guys want to stay here for the night?
Could I quickly do some math and get back to you? I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Of course, you all are welcome in this temple whenever you want, although our accommodations are not excellent, but the mayor has already said.
I sprint out of the temple to the inn the moment she says, of course.
Okay, you start running to the inn. For the rest of you, she continues and says, well, our accommodations here we're not set up for guests, so to speak. But if you wish to sleep in the Acolyte's quarters, you of course can, but I believe the mayor had mentioned that he would cover any stay at the inn if you wished.
Cool.
Would it cost money to stay at the Acolytes?
Oh, no, of course not. Our doors are open to any. Through the grace of the Archdruid.
Okay.
The accommodations will not be quite as nice as you would find at the inn, of course.
I'll go follow him to the inn then.
Cool. So we've got Nora's running over to the inn. Are some people staying here, or is everyone else just following at a more normal pace towards the inn, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Following at a normie
I'll
pace.
just like follow at a normal pace.
Gonna be a normie.
So you all begin walking over towards the inn. Nora, so that means you will get to the inn first.
Yay.
Goodbye, Nora. The inn's here. The inn's
Oh,
here.
I thought that was the end up there by the farm for some reason.
No, that's a farm.
That makes sense. That
She's gonna
checks
sleep
out.
at a farm.
That reads.
So you get to the inn.
Yes.
What do you do?
I'm trying to find Rainier.
You can see Rainier is in the shadowiest corner.
I run up to Rainier and not subtle, like even trying to ruining his whole vibe.
Okay.
Just like, hey, how far away is all of your things?
So he gives a long sigh, shakes his head a little bit, stands up and says, "Oh, it's quite close. It's only a 3 to 4 days journey,
Oh,
depending how long it takes you to get through the Forest of Trials."
oh, Arceus bless. Okay, I'll be right back. And I'll run back to the temple.
You all are walking towards the inn, and you see Nora sprinting towards you once again from the inn.
This isn't going to work.
What?
What?
This isn't going to work.
Nora, go ahead and roll me a quick athletics roll. It's the first roll, so it's pretty easy. Nora, you're you're sprinting across a town back and forth right now. You are tired.
I'm not a mail carrier. I'm a mail clerk.
Well, even as a male character, you usually don't sprint across town.
Fair.
So yeah, you've met back up with your party probably around.
You good?
No, it's fine.
What's wrong?
It's very far.
Oh, okay.
We're going to be very rude to somebody.
Maybe if you just.
What if we split up?
What? For what?
I'll fight
Two of
you.
us go talk to the druid, and then two of us go, and then everyone's happy.
You can't do that. That seems extremely dangerous.
Oh my god. Okay. No, or it's. I'm just gonna go bear some bad news.
Yeah.
Unless we're on Team Grass, I don't know where we land here.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Okay. Oh my god. Hold on. Okay. Oh fuck. So it's like 3 to 4 days one way to go to where Rainier's friends are. And if we want to go to see the Archdruid, well, that's like another 3 days that way. So if you want to go talk to Rainier's people, then it's going to be at least like a week before we get back here. And that's kind of being optimistic. And I feel like when I say that to the lady, she's going to be really upset about it. And then, you know.
Oh, it's not really her job to be upset.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. I mean, we got rid of the hair cross for them, you know?
Fair. I don't know. I feel like when I said there was going to be a slight delay, she was already being pretty unhappy. She looked very unhappy, is all I want to say. So
I think it'd be better that we don't make enemies in this region where we
That's what I'm
don't
saying.
know anyone.
that's kind of my point. So that's why I'm thinking if two of us stay and then two of us go, then we've kind of disappointed everyone a little bit.
But we're still disappointing people.
Look, man.
I feel like there's no way to win in this situation.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I think
I don't
we
think
should
there's a
just
way
be
out of this
polite.
that actually sort of works.
I think it'll be okay if we just politely let her know that we have other commitments.
We're
and
gonna walk
whenever
the
we
forest,
can
and all of a
come
sudden
back,
we're
we
gonna
can
get
come back.
like vine lashed. I don't know.
We could also
No,
just
no.
not tell her and then go do something else and then come back.
I feel like that's worse.
All right, well, I'm gonna go bear bad news. Or is it Teddy Ursa bad news? And then
Ooh.
I'll meet you all at the end. If somebody wants to come with and also bear bad
Yeah.
news, then feel free. But it's up to y'all. And,
Me and Nugget will come with.
that's sort of it.
I'm more interested in this cloak. I'm gonna go walk
I'm
over to
gonna throw
the.
up. Oh my god, I have not run that much.
I'm gonna walk over to the clerk that sold the cloak.
She looks surprised at you and says, "Oh, have you found some funds?"
I have money.
Excellent. So you're still interested in this cloak?
Yes.
Ask how much it costs before you get it dyed again. Okay,
You see,
bye.
It's still dyed. She says, let's say to start with, modest price of, let's say, 3,000 coin. That sounds appropriate, yes?
How about
Fuck.
the price of 100 coins and a bloodthirsty caterpie? And I'll pull out the caterpie
Stop
again.
with the caterpie.
She just starts to laugh. Excellent. You've amused me. I can reduce the price down to, let's say, 2,500.
I don't know very many coins in this land. My papa would always give me all my allowance. I don't have much. And these cloaks are so beautiful. They're so beautiful. I could be like the Scyther guy. He was so cool. He went off into the dark corners of the tavern and became darkness itself. That could be me.
Go ahead and roll me a charm roll. Quinn.
Oh no.
Is this charming?
It's the closest
More like
thing we've got.
desperation.
It's not intimidating. It's not guile.
It's sad.
He says, "All right, you know what? Fine. I've heard you all are interesting folks. You've given me a good time. Heard you saved the town. Could lower the price.
All right.
How about lowest I can do is 1750. I really don't want your caterpie.
Hey guys, you guys got some money.
I am not giving you
Okay,
any money.
I approach as well. I wanted to take a record of this person.
Okay. Just snap a photo.
Do you have a
Yeah.
thing for this?
What?
Do you have like a feature for this?
I do, yeah.
Oh my god.
So, I get a +2 to charm, guile, command, and intimidate and intuition checks now with this person. I lose an AP. I try to charm and just be like, look, man, we're really this would make him really happy. He's been through a lot. He almost died. We only have like a few hundred. Can you make something work here?
You said
I
we
have
only
an
have what?
idea, but I'll.
Are you like way off on the distance?
Yes.
I'm
Sorry,
gonna
what?
run back. I'm gonna run back.
Okay.
You're just going at this point.
Kinda concerned about Nora here.
Okay.
I'm gonna have you roll in a second after I hear what Nora has to say.
Okay.
What if? Do you have a brand? Oh my god.
What?
Oh lord. Oh.
Okay, both
No.
of Nora and Clarence, both go ahead and give me a charm roll, and we'll use the best of your two results.
Can I roll guile, man?
Wow.
Oh
I'm
shit,
tired.
that was.
Oh, it's tight.
Not bad.
You did forget your +2, Clarence.
We're gonna travel all over the place. So if you have like a brand and you like dye it on the back, then everyone will see it.
You can be traveling sponsors
He makes a
or traveling
fair
advertisers.
Because the whole reason that they sent us here is to kind of talk to everyone, right?
You know. That's a pretty good idea.
Okay, good. Bye. Okay.
Okay, start following Nora as well.
Let's make this deal. You all make sure to find yourselves to the capital.
Mm-hmm.
Wear this out, all emblazon it with the name of our farm. You talk up how great our cloaks are, and maybe get in touch with one of the merchants in town, see if they maybe want to put it in order.
I could do that.
I'm putting a lot of stock in you, but you all did stop the Heracross, so it seems like y'all are heroes.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have a
You
lot
all
of evil
need to
people
learn-
using y'all.
You all need to learn what that word really means. Oh goodness. I think. Oh my side. Oh, that feels really bad.
I still can't just give this away for free, So how about, let's say, you give me 500 coin, and I'll expect you to hopefully generate some more sales for me in the future, right? Talk to the merchant, give him our name.
All right. Sounds good. I'm now broke.
And you have a sweet sponsor deal.
Yeah.
You're
So
like
if you just
Leon
tell
now.
him-
Holy crap.
Tell them that we're made these from Weber Farms, fresh Smeargle ink, full Skidoo fibers,
Wait.
handcrafted, painstakingly.
This episode of Dire Crit is brought to you by Weber Farms. Weber Farms is your number one choice. Wait, what? Weber Farms is your number one choice for cloaks, gloves, boots, and all sorts of other apparel. If you're trying to look like an edgelord, Weber Farms has you covered. Weber Farms uses only the finest materials, 100% locally sourced Smeargle ink, 100% locally sourced Skidoo fiber. That's guaranteed to be the best quality that you can't get anywhere else. So the next time that you need a cloak, why not go down to Weber Farms, the people who know cloaks best, the original cloak. And if you use offer code DIRECRIT, you'll get 10 to 15% off your first order of a qualifying cloak. That's weberfarms.com/DIRECRIT.
It's just one other thing too, and if you can find an alchemist out on your travels, I've been hoping to get in touch with one to maybe. I've got a little bit. I dabble myself, but something more powerful would always be of interest. Is that a deal?
Yep, sounds good.
All right. Gonna make a spit oath on it, right?
What?
Spits in her hand and reaches out towards you.
Oh, I hate
Quinn.
this.
Oh, I'm gonna. Is my Caterpie still out?
Yeah, you brought it out before.
I'm gonna whisper him. Put string on my hand.
Go ahead and roll me just a quick guile roll to pull this off.
By the way, Grant, I'm gonna need you to give me an opportunity to do a fake head every episode.
Eh.
Oh no. Good enough. Yeah, she does not notice you getting some, web in your hand instead of spit. She grasps you to the arm. You still have her spit smeared on the inside of your arm. It's gross. Just, all right, good old-fashioned bargain. All right. And she says, okay, so 500 coins, and let me get the logo emblazoned on it. And she sort of thinks for a moment. She clearly doesn't have a logo, thought up, and she, eventually gets this, it's like a goat with a paint tail on it.
It's it would be like is it a skidoo or is it a go-goat?
It's a skidoo.
So it's a skidoo butt.
But yeah, and she will, if you pay 500 coin, she will hand over the cloak.
Somebody please,
this?
please draw this. I've already made one logo. I can't do all of them.
Quinn, you can add to your inventory a very edgy cloak. It is a body slot item. While you have it equipped, you have a +4 modifier to stealth checks made with it.
Ooh.
bringing your... Basically, it brings up your modifier to +4. So if you already have a +2 modifier, it doesn't stack, it just brings it up to +4.
I think now's a great time to talk about our merch store.
Yeah?
That we're now starting.
Oh,
When Swift does this.
When I do this, wait a
When
second.
Swift does this. You were the one who was excited about it.
I thought it was for the beef. Damn, I should have become a weather person like T-Pat.
You can always pick it up the next time you get a feature point. Because there is weather researcher.
There is.
People are not born T-Pat, they become. Except T-Pat. T-Pat was born T-Pat.
That's how things work.
Typically, yes.